Myanmar's history stretches back millennia. Archaeological evidence suggests human presence as early as 11,000 BCE. The prehistoric period saw hunter-gatherer societies flourish. By the second millennium BCE, the Bronze Age began. This era marked a turning point. People developed metal tools and agriculture. The Iron Age followed, further advancing technology and social structures. These early periods laid the foundation for complex societies. Trade routes connected Myanmar with other civilizations. Cultural exchange and new ideas flowed into the region. This set the stage for the emergence of the first kingdoms. Around the 2nd century BCE, the Pyu people emerged as a prominent force. They established city-states across central Myanmar. These city-states were centers of trade, agriculture, and Buddhism. The Pyu were skilled artisans and architects. They built impressive cities with elaborate irrigation systems. The Pyu city-states flourished for centuries. They engaged in trade with India and China. This led to the spread of Buddhism, which became the dominant religion. The Pyu left behind a rich legacy of art, architecture, and culture. Their influence can still be seen in modern Myanmar. In the 9th century CE, the pagan kingdom rose to prominence. King Anarata unified the Irrawaddy Valley and established the First Burmese Empire. The pagan empire marked a golden age in Myanmar's history. It was a period of political stability, economic prosperity, and cultural flourishing. The pagan kings were devout patrons of Buddhism. They built thousands of temples and monasteries. These structures, particularly those in Bagan, stand today as a testament to the empire's grandeur. The pagan empire also saw the development of a distinct Burmese language and literature. The pagan empire declined in the 13th century. Mongol invasions weakened its power. The empire fragmented into smaller kingdoms. The Shan people, who had migrated from Yunnan, established powerful states in the north. The Central Plains saw the rise of new dynasties. The Tungu dynasty emerged in the 16th century. It reunified much of Myanmar. The Tungu kings were known for their military prowess. They expanded the empire's territory. They also engaged in trade with European powers. The Konbaung dynasty followed in the 18th century. It continued the Tungu's expansionist policies. It also faced growing pressure from European colonialism. British interest in Myanmar grew during the 18th century. The British East India Company sought to control trade routes. They also saw Myanmar as a buffer state against French influence. A series of conflicts known as the Anglo-Burmese Wars ensued. By 1886, the British had conquered all of Myanmar. British rule had a profound impact on Myanmar. It led to economic exploitation, social upheaval, and the suppression of Burmese culture. The British introduced a modern education system and infrastructure. However, they also sowed the seeds of ethnic and religious divisions that continue to plague Myanmar today. The 20th century saw the rise of Burmese nationalism. Students, intellectuals, and activists mobilized against British rule. The struggle for independence gained momentum after World War II. On the 4th of January 1948, Myanmar achieved its independence. However, independence did not bring peace or stability. Ethnic insurgencies erupted. The government struggled to maintain control. In 1962, General Ne Win led a military coup. This marked the beginning of decades of military rule. The military junta, known as the Tatmadaw, brutally suppressed dissent. In 1988, massive pro-democracy protests erupted across Myanmar. The protests were brutally crushed by the military. However, they led to the emergence of Aung San Suu Kyi, the daughter of independence hero Aung San, as a prominent leader. In 1990, the military held elections. Aung San Suu Kyi's party, the National League for Democracy, won a landslide victory. However, the military refused to hand over power. Aung San Suu Kyi was placed under house arrest for many years. In 2011, the military initiated political reforms. Aung San Suu Kyi was released from house arrest. The NLD won the 2015 elections. Despite the transition to a quasi-democratic system, the military retained significant power. On the 1st of February 2021, the military staged a coup, detaining Aung San Suu Kyi and other NLD leaders. The coup plunged Myanmar into chaos. Protests erupted across the country, met with brutal crackdowns. The military has killed thousands of civilians. The economy has collapsed. The country is now facing a humanitarian crisis. Despite its tumultuous history, Myanmar remains a land of rich culture and resilience. Buddhism is deeply ingrained in society. The country is home to countless pagodas, monasteries, and ancient cities. Traditional festivals, such as Tingyan, the water festival, are celebrated with vibrancy and joy. The people of Myanmar have endured decades of oppression and hardship, yet their spirit remains unbroken. They continue to fight for democracy, justice, and a brighter future. Their struggle is a reminder of the power of hope and the enduring human spirit.